heart is pure. I bless this day, I trust my peace. I move with grace, I take my place. I am enough right here, right now. I rise in peace, I know how. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I choose joy, I choose peace. Good things flow when they find me. I speak life, I speak gold. My hands are open, my future bold. Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. High vibrations, high vibrations. I step in love, I step in love. Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. Abundance comes, abundance comes. I open wide, I open wide.
Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, beautiful souls. How are y'all out there it's still morning where I am. But how are you this morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're catching this live? As you guys are chiming in, go ahead and drop where you're chiming in from. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to day 16 of our Countdown to Riches. Let's keep going, guys. Ladies, gents, kings, queens, gods, goddesses.
My future bold. Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. High vibrations, high vibrations. I step in love, I step in love. Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. Abundance comes, abundance comes. I open wide, I open wide. Soft breath in, strong breath out. I release fear, I clear the cloud. I am the calm, I am the fire. I am the prayer and the desire. So I rise, so I rise.
How are you guys rising this morning?
Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. High vibrations, high vibrations. I step in love, I step in love. Sunrises, sunrises. I am blessed, I am blessed. Abundance comes, abundance comes. I open wide, I open wide. A week of light.
You guys go ahead and share the live, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you. Also, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hold on. All right, here we go. We are live. If you guys can please go over to my YouTube channel, Birth a Nation Network, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So how are you guys feeling this grand day, right? How are you guys feeling this grand day? I'm feeling amazing. I just decided to come on live today. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. So we are now on day 16 of Countdown to Riches. And if you guys haven't gotten the book, please do so, or at least download the Audible, right? This book has literally changed my life. This is my second time reading the book. I'm really I'm blown away by this book, right? I'm blown away by the reconditioning of my mindset. I'm blown away by how this book actually works, right? So let's go ahead and delve in. Yesterday, it was all about deliberate acts of kindness, right? And just that no man can get rich himself unless he enriches others. So that is what I'm out here doing, helping others to obtain the riches and the wealth, the information, the vault of mentorship that I have. I'm opening it up to share, right? Sharing is caring is what I was always told. All right, so this is Mama Tank in the Grand Rising with you guys. Now, today Today is all about money does grow on trees. Right? Money does grow on trees. This is day 16. And what this chapter is really about, here, let me read a couple of things for you. It says if you weren't born into wealth, if you didn't grow up surrounded by abundance, or if you haven't yet found true financial freedom, then most likely you have some beliefs that are limiting the amount of money that is coming into your life. This is a big one because, like I said, I'm 59 years new. And I like to say new because we have to do things a new way, right? We can't continue to do the same things and expecting different results. That's called what? Insanity. Somebody put it in the chat. What is that called? When you continue to do the same things and expecting different results. And I call it the same old things expecting new results. It's just not going to work. That's where my air method comes into play, and it's still on sale for $26, excuse me, for $20.26. It's only $20.26. It's a $97 workbook, right? It's going to help you to, first of all, get into alignment. It's going to help you to recreate your identity and then hit that reset button. Hit that reset button because now you're walking in your true identity, your new identity, your higher self, your higher purpose, right? So that's one of the, I'm going to say that's one of the hardest things in life, and that's to recondition your mind and your thoughts as well as creating a new identity. For so long, we've been attached to things that no longer serve us. It's like doing a spring cleaning. You're getting rid of this and you're possibly keeping that, right? So you're sorting through the things that no longer serve you. And if you haven't used those things in years, I'm talking about, I know some people are attached to heirlooms and different things like that. Sometimes those attachments can keep us anchored to guilt, pain, fear, trauma, depending on where that object came from or how it was obtained. So sometimes when you pick up things, and if it triggers a beautiful, warm feeling in your heart, keep it. If it triggers some type of, I don't know, grief, pain, sorrow, unforgiveness, anything, because if it doesn't feel good, it's not God. It's time to go ahead and release that, right? Give it away. Give it away with love. So let me tell you about some of the things that we heard throughout our childhood, throughout our programming, throughout our upbringing that could have or that are actually hindering us from having or obtaining more wealth, right? Have you guys heard things like you have to work hard for money? The only way to get money is to earn it at a job, right? Wanting money is not spiritual and it's materialistic. What? Wanting money is not spiritual and it's materialistic. Oh, I'm gonna have to leave that one alone because if that's the case, wanting money is not spiritual, it's materialistic. If that's the case, how come every time we go in church, they're passing around the collection plate? But they're going to tell you not to want money. Not saying the church said it, but I've heard this a lot in church. All right. I would never be able to afford whatever it is you desire. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Money is the root of all evil. I know we all have heard that. Rich people must be dishonest. Rich people must be scamming people. Rich people are hustlers, right? I've heard all those. You have to be born into money to have plenty of it. So not true. I'm not smart enough, good enough, qualified enough, or even educated enough to have money. So not true. So listen, do any of those beliefs sound familiar to y'all? Let me share something with you. Not one of those beliefs are true. Not one of them. You have a power within you that is creating your entire reality and that can create your reality to be anything you want. So, how could you ever be limited in the amount of money that you can have? You can't be. You can't be. Just remember every time you have a positive thought about more money, your life is getting better and moving closer to financial freedom. So only your own limiting beliefs limit what you can experience. So let's change that belief. Let's change that mindset, right? Let's change the narrative of how you feel about money or how we feel about money. Let's practice some of these beliefs today. Number 1, money comes to me from every direction without me doing a single thing. Think like that and believe it. Now I'm not saying lay up in your bed or anything like that for weeks and months and or years and pretend like you don't have to get up and help God co-create with you. You're the co-creator. So if you get an idea or if you get inspired action, definitely go for it, right? Because that's your higher self communicating with you on taking action. Number 2, the universe has unlimited ways to bring money to me. All I have to do is open my mind to the possibilities. That is so true. I told you guys when I first started reading this book, over $77,000 of student loans are wiped away from my credit history. Not only that, they're wiped away from my debt. So I no longer, I am student loan debt free, right? So all I have to do is open my mind to the possibilities, right? Because it's a possibility. Had I gotten that 77, well, I'm just going to say it was like $78,000. I probably wouldn't have used it to pay off my student loans. So God, the universe, the Most High is like, this is where we're going to put this money. You prayed and you put it in your you put it in your goals to be debt free, and it was handled. It was handled just like that, right? And look, let's talk about number 3. Poverty is a burden on society. Having enough money is not only my birthright, but it is my responsibility so that I live a full life. Living a full life contributes to society. I'll say that again. Living a full life contributes to society. The best thing you can be for society is to not be in poverty, right? How about number 4? When we find ourselves saying, oh my God, I can't afford it. I can't afford to go out. I can't afford this lunch. I can't. We're going to take that out of our vocabulary. And let's say I can afford that car and everything else I want. I can afford that lunch and everything else I want. You can. Believe. You just got to believe. How about number 5? It's thinking about what I want that opens every door for me. So just thinking about what you want and stop thinking about what you don't want or what you can't have or stop doing that to yourself. You're doing yourself an injustice by thinking about the things you don't want. Or I don't want to go for a drive because I don't want to get in an accident. Anything like that, you're speaking those things over yourself. So just start saying, it's thinking about what you want that opens every door. That opens every door. And just tell yourself, I feel really good about money. The thing that has us not feeling good about money, not loving money so that money can love us, is the love of money is the root of all evil. See what I'm saying? I totally took that out of my vocabulary because while that's being indoctrinated into us, they're over there loving the hell out of money. So we got to take that out of our conscious mind, out of our subconscious mind, and put in your conscious mind that I feel really good about money. You want money to trust you. You want to have a relationship with money. How about number 7? Rich people have a wealth mindset, and I'm creating a wealth mindset too. They say, if you want to be a millionaire, you hang around millionaires. If you want to be a millionaire, act like a millionaire. If you want to be a bum, act like a bum. If you want to be a bum, hang around bums. You see what I'm saying? They are not the same. Not that I'm judging. Not that I'm judging. I love everyone, but I just use that as an example. Number 8, it doesn't matter how much wealth I was or wasn't born into. All that matters is that I think of abundance and prosperity. And then the last one that they have here written in the book is prosperity comes from thinking thoughts of prosperity. I'll say that again. Prosperity comes from thinking thoughts of prosperity. Now, you can continue to read these wealth thoughts daily to eradicate any scarcity beliefs. It is the repetition of thoughts that replaces one belief for another. So if you have bought into any of these scarcity beliefs, which we all have, right? Repeating their opposite. So if you have a scarcity mindset, repeat the opposite. If you find yourself being caught in a I can't or I shoulda, coulda, woulda, or I have to do, you just do the opposite. Think the opposite. That's the best thing you can do to remove all of the negativity. Remove them once and for all. And remember, money does grow on trees. Also, you guys, today repeat the wealth thoughts 2 more times today. Again, if you don't have the book, you might want to get in there and get the book or get the Audible. It's really, really cool to have. It's really, really cool to have in your library. Another thing I want you guys to do is to be grateful when you receive any money today. Or be grateful for the money that you've already received throughout your life. Right? Continue with the practice of turning outgoing money into incoming money. As you spend money today, you're spending it as if you're actually receiving it. Okay? And again, listen to the wealth affirmations recordings as you go to sleep tonight. All right, so as I promised, I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I want to thank you for joining me today for day 16 of the Countdown to Riches, the 21 Days of Wealth Attracting Habit by Rhonda Barnes. Right? You guys have an amazing day on purpose. I love each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good day.